My beloved child. There is a reason you found this message today instead of yesterday. There is a reason your eyes stopped here while thousands of other voices kept calling for your attention. Nothing happens without purpose. And what you are about to hear is connected to a gift that has already started moving toward your life. Most people believe money arrives only through hard work, luck, or perfect timing. But very few understand that before a great blessing becomes visible, it first appears as a quiet opportunity that almost everyone ignores. Listen carefully until the very last sentence. One missing piece can change the meaning of everything. A great amount has already been prepared for you. The question is not whether it exists. The question is whether you will recognize it before it quietly passes by. That is why this moment matters more than you realize. Something has already begun, and the next part of this journey will reveal what almost nobody ever notices. Now pay close attention. Imagine someone placing a sealed chest in front of 1,000 people. Every person walks past it because they believe it is empty. Only one person stops, looks closer, and discovers unimaginable treasure inside. Life often works exactly like that. The greatest opportunities rarely announce themselves with loud celebrations. They arrive dressed like ordinary days. The blessing meant for you may not look extraordinary at first. It may come through one unexpected conversation. One forgotten phone call. One unusual invitation. One decision that seems too small to matter. Yet hidden inside that ordinary moment is the key to something much greater. Many people miss their biggest breakthrough because they keep searching for dramatic signs while ignoring quiet moments. But you are different. You were meant to hear this before that moment arrives. Do not rush ahead. Because what happens next is the part almost nobody is prepared for. There is another mystery. Every great blessing also carries a test. Not a test of strength alone, but a test of attention. When something valuable begins moving toward your life, distractions often appear at the same time. Suddenly, unnecessary worries become louder. Doubts grow stronger. Small problems demand all your focus. It feels as though your attention is being pulled away from the very place where your opportunity is waiting. This is why many people later say they almost received everything they dreamed about, but somehow missed it. They never realized that the greatest obstacle was never outside them. It was the moment they stopped paying attention. Your story does not have to end that way. Stay alert. Stay patient. Because the next revelation explains why this opportunity is connected to a decision you have not even made yet. Something even more surprising is unfolding. The gift prepared for you is not only about money. Money is simply the visible result. Behind it stands something far greater. Confidence. Wisdom. Timing. New relationships. Fresh direction. Doors opening where walls once stood. Many people focus only on the amount they hope to receive, but they forget that lasting abundance begins with a transformed perspective. The moment you recognize the value of what has already been placed before you, everything begins to shift. The opportunity grows stronger. New possibilities appear. Hidden answers become clearer. Suddenly, what once seemed impossible begins to look completely achievable. This is why today's message cannot be ignored. Because the next part reveals who notices this opportunity first, and why their life changes in ways nobody around them expects. Before this part ends, remember one thing above all else. Do not underestimate quiet beginnings. The greatest chapters of life rarely begin with loud applause. They begin with one unnoticed moment that only a prepared heart recognizes. A remarkable opportunity has already started moving closer than you think. Every choice from this point forward matters more than it appears. Keep your attention clear. Keep your mind open. Because what seems ordinary today may soon become the very reason your future looks completely different. And in the next part, the hidden sign connected to this great financial blessing will finally be revealed. The detail is so unexpected that most people overlook it completely, and by the time they understand its meaning, the opportunity has already moved on. There is one detail that changes everything. The greatest opportunities rarely arrive when life feels perfect. They often appear while your attention is focused somewhere else. That is why so many people later say, "I almost had it." They were standing only one step away, yet they never recognized the moment that mattered. But your story is different because you are hearing this before that moment arrives. Somewhere ahead is a choice that will look ordinary to everyone around you. Most people will ignore it without a second thought. Yet hidden inside that simple choice is the beginning of something that could completely reshape your future. It will not announce itself with loud signs. It will not demand attention. It will quietly wait for someone who is willing to notice what others overlook. That is why every word from this point forward matters. Because the next revelation explains why this opportunity has been moving toward you for much longer than you realize. Think back for a moment. Have you ever felt that something important almost happened, but slipped away before you understood its value? Many people carry memories like that. They remember the conversation they never continued. The invitation they politely declined. The idea they doubted before anyone else could see its potential. Months or even years later, they finally understand what stood before them. That realization becomes one of life's greatest lessons. But imagine receiving that understanding before the opportunity arrives instead of after it disappears. Imagine recognizing the hidden value while everyone else keeps walking past it. That single difference separates those who keep wondering what could have been from those whose lives quietly begin changing in remarkable ways. This is why your attention today is more valuable than you think. The next step will appear smaller than expected, yet its impact may be greater than anything you have planned. Now another hidden truth comes into view. The blessing connected to this journey is not searching for the fastest person. It is searching for the most prepared one. Preparation is invisible. Nobody applauds it. Nobody celebrates the quiet days of learning, growing, waiting, and believing. Yet those quiet moments build the foundation that can carry extraordinary success. When the opportunity finally arrives, it does not create your character. It reveals it. That is why some people receive a great chance and lose it almost immediately, while others turn one simple opportunity into lasting abundance. The difference is not luck. The difference is what they became before the opportunity appeared. You are being invited into that preparation now. Every moment of patience is shaping something you cannot fully see yet. And the next revelation explains why the timing of this gift could not have happened any earlier. There is still one mystery left unanswered. Why does it feel as though everything is happening at exactly the right moment? Because some doors only open when every missing piece has quietly fallen into place. If one piece arrived too early, the entire picture would remain incomplete. Looking back, you may one day realize that every delay carried a hidden purpose. Every unexpected turn protected you from choosing something smaller than what was truly meant for you. What once looked like waiting was actually preparation. What once looked like silence was actually direction. Suddenly the path begins making sense in ways you never expected. And that is when you discover the greatest surprise of all. The opportunity was never running away from you. It was steadily moving closer while preparing you to recognize its true value the moment it finally appeared. Now the final thought for this chapter must stay with you. The greatest blessings are often missed not because they are absent, but because they are underestimated. Never assume that a quiet beginning leads to a small ending. Some of history's greatest stories began with one unnoticed decision made on an ordinary day. Your next chapter may begin exactly the same way. Stay observant. Stay hopeful. Keep your attention fixed on what truly matters. Because what is approaching is far greater than the first glimpse suggests. And in the next part, the hidden connection between this remarkable opportunity and an unexpected person will finally be revealed. That discovery changes the meaning of everything you have heard so far, and once it becomes clear, nothing will ever look ordinary again. Everything becomes even more unexpected here. The opportunity you have been waiting for may not arrive through the place you have been watching. It may come through a person you once overlooked. Someone whose words seemed ordinary. Someone whose presence appeared small. Yet hidden inside that meeting is a connection capable of opening a path you never imagined. This is why life often surprises those who remain observant. The greatest turning points rarely introduce themselves with grand announcements. They quietly step into your story and wait to see whether you are paying attention. Many people dismiss these moments because they expect something dramatic. They walk away, believing nothing important happened. Only later do they realize they stood in front of a life-changing doorway without ever opening it. But your journey is leading you somewhere different. Every conversation, every unexpected encounter, and every simple moment now carries greater meaning than before. Keep listening, because the next piece reveals why this connection has been forming long before today. There is a pattern that almost nobody notices. Before a significant breakthrough appears, small confirmations begin showing up one after another. They seem unrelated at first. A familiar idea returns. An old dream suddenly feels possible again. A forgotten goal quietly finds its way back into your thoughts. These moments are easy to ignore because they appear ordinary. Yet together they create a picture that becomes impossible to deny. Those who recognize this pattern move forward with confidence while everyone else continues waiting for a perfect sign that never arrives. You are not being asked to chase every possibility. You are being invited to recognize the quiet alignment already taking place around you. Once you notice it, everything begins making sense. The pieces that once seemed scattered suddenly fit together with remarkable clarity. And what comes next explains why this timing is unlike any other season you have experienced. Now another remarkable truth comes into focus. Great abundance is never only about receiving. It is also about becoming the kind of person who can recognize value before the crowd does. Most people only celebrate success after it becomes visible. Very few appreciate the unseen beginning. Yet every lasting achievement starts in that invisible place where faith, patience, and wisdom quietly grow together. This is why your current season matters so much. You are standing in a moment that looks ordinary from the outside, but carries extraordinary potential beneath the surface. One thoughtful decision today can create opportunities that continue unfolding far beyond what you can currently imagine. That is why nothing about this message is accidental. Every sentence has been preparing you for what comes next. Before this chapter closes, remember this carefully. Do not measure your future by what you can see today. Some of the greatest opportunities spend a long time growing beneath the surface before they ever become visible. A seed does not announce its future when it is planted. Yet inside that quiet beginning is the promise of something far greater than anyone can see. In the same way, the opportunity moving toward you may appear small at first, but its true value will only become clear with time. Those who remain patient are often the ones who witness the most remarkable transformations. Stay attentive. Stay hopeful. Because the next part reveals the final hidden piece that explains why this opportunity has been reserved until this exact season of your life. One final mystery remains. There will come a moment very soon when you feel the urge to dismiss something because it appears too simple to matter. Pause before you do. That simple moment could be the very beginning of the blessing you have been waiting for. What looks ordinary today may become the story you tell with gratitude tomorrow. The amount prepared for your future is not defined by a single event, but by a series of wise choices that begin with recognizing the value hidden in plain sight. And when the final piece is revealed, you will understand that the greatest treasure was never only the money itself. It was becoming the person capable of seeing an extraordinary opportunity while everyone else walked right past it.